Murphy. And these teams play pretty much every year, and it's always a good clash.
It is a great clash, and this will be game of number 11 for Stanford this season, and they're sitting at number 2 in the country. 2-week break after this for studying and finals, so they really want to go out with a great performance this afternoon.
Stanford, the only team in the country with 2 returning All-Americans, and those 2 are Cameron Brink and Haley Jones.
And the last time this happened for Stanford was in 2012 when those 2 were Nneka and Chiney Ogwumike. So you know how great these 2 are and what they can do. It's going to be exciting to see what they can do this afternoon. And in particular, Cameron Brink just taking her game to the next level. She's on the road to consistent greatness. Of course, we all know what she can do down low. She's been doing that for 2 and 3 years, but it's what she has just added to her game, the ability to hit a trail 3 and just be consistent with that. She runs the floor as well as any guard in the country, and now just an added dimension, the ability, not the handoff, going to put it on the floor and attack the bucket, going left, going right. She's just added so many tools to her game.
Meanwhile, Yvonne Ejim last year was a WCC 6th Woman of the Year. Now she's a starter, and she's been dominant.
She really is. She's their leading scorer, one of the best players in the WCC. You see the numbers, the 6'1" junior out of Calgary. Her #1 goal this afternoon, stay on the floor. She cannot, and this team cannot afford her to get in any kind of foul trouble.
Gonzaga will be a little short-handed. It will be a tough test for them, but should be a good contest. When we come back, we got the starters and the tip here on Pac-12 Networks.
I'm Lindsay Gottlieb, head coach for USC women's basketball, and you're watching Pac-12 Network.
Here on the farm, just about ready for tip time between number 2 Stanford and number 23 Gonzaga. Here's a look at the starting 5 for both sides. It's the same starters as it has been for the last 8 games for Stanford, with Lapolo replacing Agnes Eminopu in the starting lineup. And for Gonzaga, Mary, they only have 7 available players, so this is not their traditional starting 5.
No, they are missing a lot of pieces to the puzzle at the worst possible time for them. So injury and illness have depleted their numbers.
And you are looking at the GOAT, Tara Vanderveer, the winningest coach in women's basketball history. 1,166 up, 260 down. More than 1,000 of those wins at Stanford. Lisa Fortier in her 9th season, more than 200 wins in her own right, has done a fantastic job keeping this program at the level it was since Kelly Graves took over. And of course, he left to Oregon. So Ejim and Brink, jump ball controlled by the Cardinal. Here's Brink taking an open 3, and she can hit that shot, and she does.
Well, it's just that she's embraced that role, and it is making their offense so much more effective because it really spreads everybody out.
Really showed it off against South Carolina earlier this year in their only loss, an OT loss against the defending champs in a fantastic game. Here's Ejim drawing the foul on Kiki Iriafen.
She dabbled with the 3 in the past. This year she's embracing the 3. She's open. If you're late, she's going to step up and knock it down, and you can feel the confidence just continuing to build in that decision.
There's Michaela Williams, who's really improved offensively now in her junior season for the Bulldogs. Haley inside, a little short. Iriafen on the follow.
Kiki Iriafen is such an important part of this team, anchoring them on both ends and just doing what she does best, make those makeable shots, rebound, defend, be active.
She averages more than 11 points per game in just 16 minutes per contest. Very productive when she's out there. Kaylin Trong stepping back for a 3, doesn't go, but it's off the hands of Brink. Her twin sister Kaylee is hurt, one of 5 players unavailable for Gonzaga today.
She is here. She's got a lower body injury, and it's when you add up the losses for Gonzaga, it really hurts them. But despite that, they have had a tremendous season and just burst into the top 25.
And that's in large part due to their 2-1 third-place finish at the Battle for Atlantis in the Bahamas with big wins over Louisville and Tennessee. Good strong take by Trong. Can't make it, though. Ashton Prechtel into the game after Kiki picked up her first personal. Brink hit one. That one's a little strong. A rebound pulled away by Utah transfer Brenna Maxwell.
Yeah, her rebounding numbers have really gone up. She's committed herself to just getting after it, as this whole team has done on the rebounding end.
Maxwell averaging a career high 3.6 rebounds per game. Trong, good shot fake. Nice pass to Destiny Burton, making her first career start at Gonzaga, but they can't get a shot off yet. Deep three is off target. Good defense there from the Cardinals. Brink wants it, Brink gets it, and she finishes through physicality and one for Cameron Brink.
It's going to be tough for Gonzaga to really slow down those passes inside to Brink, and with all that length, she does such a great job of catching and just getting her feet set before she takes that shot, takes the contact. What a great start for Cameron Brink.
5 early points for Cameron Brink, as she completes the three-point play, averaging this year more than 12 points and nearly 7 rebounds per game.
And knocking down those free throws is a big step for her as well. Just be consistent with it.
That's a good point, Mary. She's up to 75% from the foul line. That's top 20 in the conference. And last year, just 61%. Williams on the drive, looking for Esther Little, who just checked in. One of their 2 subs off the bench available today. 5 to shoot for Michaela Williams, and she drags the pivot foot. It's a travel.
So here's the challenge. If you switch out, for Gonzaga, most teams you switch, you're going big to little, and you've gained some advantage. Against Stanford, it's just big to big or bigger to massive, and it's hard to just have an advantage.
And a lot of the players that Gonzaga is missing are their front court players.
Exactly right.
Brink has that one swallowed up, and it will stay with Stanford. Good defense there by Michaela Williams.
Yeah, she really got over and challenged Brink. Out of Los Angeles, Windward High School. What a great players out of Windward.
Jordan Canada.
Charisma Osborne.
And they have a factory.
Courtney Jaco.
Former USC player, and was also on Stanford's staff a few years ago. 5 on the timer for Hannah Jump, a 50% three-point shooter. Off the bounce, doesn't get it to go. Williams has the only bucket for the Zags to this point. And Ashton Prechtel fronting the post, almost forces the turnover. Maxwell pull-up game on point.
She doesn't miss many. It's an enjoyable thing to go to a Gonzaga or in the past a Utah practice and just watch Brenna Maxwell shoot the ball.
She has one of the quickest releases out there. Does not need much time and space to get that thing off. Good defense there by Ejim.
Brenna Maxwell, the graduate transfer, just picks it up, and just nobody knows open space and how to make yourself available and elevate for a shot better than Brenna Maxwell.
Maxwell, a Washington native from the west side of Washington.
Yeah, Gig Harbor, beautiful area.
Illegal screen, the 3 will not count.
This is something we're going to see more and more this year for Stanford, because they are a much more, let's us set a screen for a ball screen or to use it to get a shot off. We're going to see more of those moving screens than we have in the past out of the Princeton.
Yep, no more Princeton offense for Stanford. What do you make of the new look offense thus far?
It's an adjustment for me personally to watch. But with all this size and the talent that they have this year, you gotta fit your system to your talent.
And that's one thing Tara Vanderveer always does a great job. Not just a static coach. It's not the same thing decade after decade with her.
Here's the illegal screen. And this is where Hannah Jump has made such an improvement defensively, challenging and getting over those kind of screens.
Agnes Amanopu into the game. Jump on the drive with the left hand. And she's more than just a three-point shooter on offense now, Mary.
For sure. She's defending so much better. She's going left, putting the ball on the floor, attacking. And for me, so far, she's one of the most improved players in the conference. Just all around, her game has really taken a huge step forward.
She is tied for the team lead in scoring this year with Cameron Brink. Polo, the pass first point guard, and we'll get a foul down low on Michaela Williams. That'll be the second team foul on the Bulldogs.
Well, you watch Ashton Prechtel, and she's just becoming even more of a defensive stopper. Her activity on the offensive end, she's in terrific shape.
Also a very good three-point shooter.
Yeah, to say the least. Well, they are defending that pass exceptionally well.
Ejim getting the deflection.
Yeah. She's not playing careful.
No.
With 7 players, she's like, I'm just playing.
And she just picked up a foul, too, so throwing caution to the wind a little bit, but it's working for her. Kaylin Trong on the push shot. She is a crafty finisher. Can't get that one, though.
She's gonna need a lot of craftiness.
That she will. It's a good start for Stanford. They lead the 23rd ranked Bulldogs by 6. Back here at Maples, take a look at Gonzaga. The win over Louisville is the highest ranked win in program history against the 6th ranked Cardinals. And we mentioned they only have 7 players today, but Lisa Fortier telling us yesterday, we're going to come out here, we're going to give Stanford a good hit.
Well, they've had a tremendous season. I mean, they beat Wyoming at Wyoming. You see the lineup of injured and trying to just recover from some illness on the sideline, and this is a team that's favored to win the WCC.
Good touch pass out to Brooke Dimitri, just rattles out the 3. Heck of a look from Cameron Brink.
And a nice kick out, and Dimitri can knock that down. She's a dynamic three-point shooter.
This shows the depth Stanford has in the front court. Agnes Eminopu beats Trong to the ball. Agnes gets fouled going up, and that's what Agnes Eminopu brings to the Cardinals.
That's exactly right. I forget what game I was watching, and she was in for 4 minutes. She was on the floor 3 times and tied up 2 players. She's just all about the hustle. You see how she takes a great angle, kind of right out of soccer, right? Just cut off that defender and get to the ball.
She makes the first free throw. Tara's been very bullish on Agnes Eminopu and the strides she has made from off-season to off-season, from her freshman to sophomore, now junior year. And she started the first 3 games before Talana Lapola was just too good to bring off the bench.
Just to continue the improvement, every single individual player, take your opportunities on the floor and just make big things happen.
Trong working on Lapolo, gets the pick from Burton with the left hand, a little strong. Destiny Burton the offensive rebound. Nice pass by Peyton Muma to Burton for the 2.
Lisa Fortier said, we're going to play some people that haven't seen a lot of time, and it's going to be a learning experience, but great hustle and efficiency down at that end with them.
Both Burton and Muma coming into this game averaging fewer than 10 minutes per game.
Great help by Maxwell flying in from the weak side.
Trong, great footwork.
We talked about her craftiness, Kevin. There it is, right there.
Kaylin Trong averaging almost 14 a game this year, the senior from Houston, which is why they were playing at Stephen F. Austin in Nacogdoches, Texas.
Just wait for the defense to make a move. Use that pivot foot, just direct away, and then come right back to the bucket.
High-level stuff from Kaylin Trong. Last year it was a WCC All-Tournament. Lauren Betts, the #1 recruit in her class, into the game for the first time. She's guarding Ejim, and India Navarre also onto the floor for Stanford, another highly touted freshman. Williams.
Good talk by Dimitri to get the switch back.
4 to shoot for Ejim. She'll hoist, and it's an air ball. She has hit a couple of threes, but that makes her 2 of 7 on the season now.
I'm not sure she's used to having 6'7" extending in front of her at the three-point line. A little different experience.
Haley Jones. They get it inside the Betts. Good catch.
Great catch.
And got blocked by Ejim. Stay with Stanford.
Boy, she just says, I don't care how big you are or how deep you are with that catch. She is challenging.
Here's jump. 7 to shoot. Haley going baseline, puts it off the glass, and a foul for Haley Jones from a tough angle.
Shot clock running down, ball's in Haley Jones's hand, and everyone in the building just takes a sigh of relief because you know good things are going to happen. This is what an All-American does. Go away from the screen, look at all the attention, and just use that backboard in the baseline effectively. She's special.
She really is. That's her first field goal, completes the three-point play. That was the second personal foul on Michaela Williams. Strong in the corner. To the hoop. Puts it in.
She's going to have to score 20, 30 for the upset, and she's just taking that on her shoulders. You can feel it.
I was just about to ask you, how many points does Kaylin Trong need to score today?
A lot.
Good feed by Dimitri. Betts with the catch and draws the foul. And Lauren Betts has really good hands.
Yeah, and so why not throw it up there, make her go get it. Don't let the defense have a shot at it. You're exactly right. Dimitri led her beautifully.
Muma will come out after picking up her first. Brenna Maxwell back in.
VAR sits.
And Lopolo replacing her, freshman for freshman, with another Frosh at the line. See her averages there. Very efficient from the field.
How often do you see a freshman be on the Lisa Leslie watch list?
Yeah.
So that tells you the expectation level for a player of Betts' ability.
Well, when you win a gold at the U19 World Cup as the only high school player on the team, you do have high expectations. Makes both free throws. Maxwell is fouled. I'll go on Hannah Jump.
Jump's going to get that foul, but again, in years past, she just would have hit that screen and given up on it and called switch.
Yeah.
She is challenging that so much more this year.
She is a tireless worker as well, always getting up extra shots before, after shoot-arounds. Lives in the gym, commits another foul, and Brenna Maxwell will have a 4-point play opportunity.
And Hannah Jump is saying, hey, she just kicked that leg out, and Maxwell does kind of do a little Steph Curry, kick your leg out when she shoots the ball and create some contact on Hannah Jump. Better angle here.
Well, we showed the graphic earlier. She's shooting 54% from three.
That's crazy.
Top 10 in the country. She completes the 4-point play. Gonzaga staying right with the Cardinal.
Yeah, they're doing a great job.
And that'll go on Destiny Burton.
I love what Lisa Fortier said to us on the phone while they were still in Nacogdoches, and that's, hey, you know, we're not going to make any excuses. We're going to have 7. We're going to get out there and we're going to get after it.
Yeah, Lisa Fortier is not one for excuses.
No, very much like Tara Vanderveer. Tara calls them pity parties. We don't do them. Neither does Lisa Fortier.
It's a big reason why Gonzaga's gone 212-55 in her 8+ seasons. This being year number 9. Lauren Betts a perfect 4 for 4 from the foul line.
Just the value of having post players that can consistently step up and knock down free throws at a high level.
Yeah.
Don't have to worry about taking them out at the end of the game because they're going to hurt you.
Kayla Williams. And there's Trong. She's 2 for 7. Make her 3 for 8. And she's hit her last 3.
Over 6-7 on that switch out. Well done.
Lopolo going all the way to the hole. They never stopped the basketball. A 9-second differential between the two timers.
Nice job by Haley Jones picking up Brenna Maxwell. Follow her wherever she goes.
That'll be a foul on Elena Bozgana, who just checked in, the sophomore from Athens. And Gonzaga is in the bonus. Tara has a pretty hard and fast rule. You pick up your first personal, you go to the bench. And that's why Elena is replaced by Agnes Eminopoulou. 7:20 around the rim before going down.
Lisa Fortier has got to be ecstatic
Yes.
at what her team has done in this first quarter, keeping it this close, playing this competitively. They're shooting 54% from the floor.
Usually is a close game between these two. They played twice last year. Shot clock is off.
Zone defense.
Fortier told us they would play a little more zone today just because they only have 7. Primarily a player defensive team. 2 seconds for Haley Jones. Couldn't get the power behind that one, and that will take us to the end of the first quarter. A very positive first quarter for Gonzaga. They got down 8-2 early, but they only trail Stanford by 1 as we head to the second quarter. Back with the second quarter after this timeout. A good one so far through 10 minutes between Stanford and Gonzaga. Let's take a look at the 22-23 campaign for the Cardinal thus far, coming in with a 9-1 record, coming off their second straight Final Four appearance, picked to top the Pac-12 in the preseason media and coaches polls, and 9 returnees. Also a really good defensive team, leading the conference in field goal percentage defense.
But they still are in the process of evolving when you think about who they lost, and Anna Wilson, Lexi and Lacey Hall, and Alyssa Jerome. So some players that really get after it, and just throw themselves all over the court when they play, and just trying to find that consistent energy is something that is, the search continues.
Esther Little with it, native of England. Trong for the lead, draws the foul on Eminopoulou. And Gonzaga will have a chance to go in front here.
The thing about Trong is she's just getting into the paint. And if she doesn't have someone to kick to, she knows she's got to look for an angle to score. And she's just doing a great job of hunting baskets.
Mary, with them having 7 players, Trong averages 32 minutes a game. She hasn't come out yet.
She's not going to come out.
Okay.
She will not. She will run by the bench and grab a towel or a drink of water on her way down the other end. They can't afford not to have her on the floor.
Yeah.
Which, if you're a player, is like the greatest thing ever.
Yeah. You've got all sorts of freedom. And you're going to stay out there. And Gonzaga does have the lead.
Well, they're doing a great job just getting over and helping on that Brink lob inside.
Brink takes the face-up jumper and cashes it in.
And that's where you elevate from being a really good player to a great player. When you can make something that's not really working into something that works beautifully.
She's got 8. Kayla Williams off the dribble. And a nice rebound for Cam. Brink on the drive, blows past Little and lays it home.
All right, so we saw a little step back as the shot clock's running down from about 12 feet. And then we just saw an explosion to the bucket by Cameron Brink.
She is so talented. She averages 12 points in just 18 minutes a game because of foul trouble. Strong on the 3. Just imagine if she could stay out there for 30 minutes a game, which is what Tara would like her to play.
Exactly right. So shot clock's running down, no handoff there. Playing off of me, the confidence just to take that shot, and then the explosion to the bucket and the finish.
Brink with it again. Looking for Lopolo, has an open look and puts it home.
It's important that Lopolo takes those shots because you must respect her three-point ability, so it just draws that defense out.
Came into this game 25% from 3 this season. It's gone north after that shot. Strong block by Eminopoulou. Cardinal on a 7-0 run.
Do you think how hard Chong's working on every offensive possession?
She'll hoist from deep and spins that one in. 4 for 11 now for Trong. Cardinal coming right back at him. Gonzaga wanted to travel. We'll have a tie-up instead. Possession arrow will keep it on this end of the floor.
Boy, that transition, though, is exactly what Tara's looking for. Just get the ball, move it, find the open shooter, but tip your cap to Gonzaga defensively to not allow anything quick to happen on that. That was great transition defense.
It really was. Destiny Burton will check in for head coach Lisa Fortier, who's kept her staff together all 9 seasons.
They are terrific. They just do a great job.
Her husband, Craig Fortier, Jordan Green, and Stacy Kleinsmith, the 3 assistants who have been with her all 9 seasons now. And Lisa Fortier knows she's fortunate to have all 3 of them. Into the corner it goes for Dimitri for 3.
She is such a great shooter. Just needs some reps, the confidence to hit a couple, and then the sky's the limit.
Sophomore from Foothill Ranch, who was a 5-star recruit in her high school class. Little with it. Trong fires another 3. That one barely touched the net.
She is just playing at another level.
Dimitri in transition and put it on the baseline. So Gonzaga's attempted 18 field goals. Kaylin Trong has attempted 12 of them.
Yeah, she's played 13 minutes. She has 14 points. She's just willing her team at this point.
And this isn't selfishness. This is what she has to do.
This is survival. That's exactly right. And that's what a leader and a great player needs to do. Just figure out the situation and do whatever needs to be done. Great help by Cameron Brink.
Pass taken away from Burton. Here comes Haley, who can really push it. Dimitri has another open look and another switched triple.
And great recognition by Haley Jones. And this is one of the things that makes Haley elite. You know you got a shooter that's made one. Let's feed her again.
The Cardinals shooting 63% from the floor now. And they've hit their last 3 3-point attempts. Brenna Maxwell doesn't need a lot of space. Lopolo. They find the hot hand. Cha-ching!
It's real, man. I'm telling you, she is a dynamic scorer. Running the floor, her teammates finding her and knocking down big shots. Jones, you're open, you get it plenty of time, and that lights the fire. And now it's on. One more time. Brooke Dimitri, welcome to 3-point land.
The tree is in the building, as are a lot of fans. Good attendance for this one between Stanford and Gonzaga in top 25 women's basketball action. Kevin Ann alongside Mary Murphy. It's a 9-point lead for Stanford, and Brooke Dimitri has 9 points. You could say she's been the difference.
Without a doubt, she's played 9 minutes, 3 of 4 from 3. Think about it. A year ago, she made 8 threes in the entire season. She knocked down her first and then just got it going from there. Nice little pick, pop. She gives you another dimension at 6'3". Haley Jones, that's just picture perfect Haley Jones. Get it to your teammate who's already heating up. And Dimitri, really terrific minutes.
Starters will be on the floor for both teams. And the second half is underway.
And a jump will start on Trong.
Trong, nice shot fake. Get it inside to Ejim, who is bumped out of play. You thought maybe she swung that arm?
I was pretty sure she swung that arm, but that's not the way the call goes.
Instead, it'll be the second on Kiki Ariap, and she is quickly replaced by Ashton Brechtel.
I would not have thought Gonzaga could be this close with Ejim with just 2 points at half.
Goes into Maxwell.
Maxwell with 6 at half.
She once scored 34 against Oregon State when she was with Utah a couple years back. 4 to shoot. Ejim back to Trong. A deep three is short. Prechtel, extra pass to Jones, driving baseline and missing at the rim. Looked like she got a little bit off balance there right at the rim.
Exactly right, a little more of a flyby than a power up.
Strong. Looking. Burton doubts a pass.
But Ejim is just buried inside with all the size that Stanford can put on her. Whether it's Prechtel or Brink, Dimitri, just hard to find an angle and be able to make a visual confirmation.
Gonzaga, fortunate they still have the basketball here. Just 8 to shoot as it gets into Maxwell. Working on jump, runner short, rebound, Brink.
Challenges without fouling.
Brink still without a personal foul. Lapolo into the corner for Prechtel. Her three is short. Brink gets the offensive rebound, but put a foot on the baseline.
But a nice job by Cameron Brink to get to the ball without bowling somebody over. She really found a nice angle there.
7 rebounds now for Cameron Brink, make it 8.
Gonzaga happy for this to be a slowed down game. They don't need Stanford to get out running.
If Stanford scores another 45 this half, Gonzaga will lose. Ejim, nice dump off inside to Burton, but she runs right into Cameron Brink. So they have to cycle it around to Ejim. Good patient attack, the shot just a little strong. Jones grabbing and going behind the back to the hoop, off the glass, and it just drops out. Oh, that would have been a heck of a highlight.
Boy, in the open floor, there's just nobody better in the country. All that size, the vision, her head is always up, protects the basketball, and you can just see they throw the kitchen sink at her, and it just cannot roll in.
Unfortunate for Haley. That is the second foul on Yvonne Ejim. Esther Little will check in for Destiny Burton. Burton with 4 points in her first start. Junior college transfer. Jump, gets it in the corner. Short on the three. Agnes fighting for the loose ball, but it lands in the lap of Trong.
Just smart play.
Yep. Very Chris Paul-esque there.
Exactly right. You feel the big looming on you and running you down, and you just kind of veer off into the path. Watch the move left. Yep, she sees her. Go ahead, foul me, Cam. Just a great veteran move.
Heady play from Kaylin Trong.
And there's people in the WNBA and the NBA that aren't realizing that.
She will be playing professionally somewhere, no doubt. Kaylin Trong. Ejim on the drive, good pull up. Shot doesn't go. Outlet pass nearly stolen by Michaela Williams.
He was so active defensively.
Just really knows what she's doing out there. Lisa Fortier saying earlier this weekend. Another calming presence for this team. Eminopu on the strong drive. Prechtel the follow. Jones the rebound. And we still haven't had a bucket this second half.
Some great looks at the bucket by Stanford, numerous times and nothing going down. Happy nobody stepped on Cameron Brink.
Yeah,
she takes up a lot of space when she's on the floor.
Certainly does. Gets a block. The 212th of her career, which is 3rd all-time in program history. Eminopu. Strong on the three. Prechtel keeping it alive. Jump. There's her first three of the game.
seventh Stanford player to knock it down. Hannah jumps like it's about time.
Yeah.
I don't usually wait to the third quarter.
6th all-time in Cardinal history in made threes. Now 217 is Maxwell connects in the mid-range.
Boy, you're a half a step late on her. She's knocking shots down.
8 for Brenna Maxwell, who got to 1,000 career points in the Pac-12 tournament final last year with Utah against Stanford.
What a run they had. How good they are this year. I did a game where they scored 124.
Just blew out Oklahoma. Emma Nopu on the corner three.
Add Emma to the list of 3 points made. Now 8 Stanford players.
And perhaps Lisa Fortier feeling this one inching away from her team a little bit. We'll take the break as Gonzaga takes a TO. The lead up to 13 for the Cardinals. Well, he talked about all the success that Stanford has had nationally and Pac-12 wise. Well, Gonzaga is really the Stanford of the WCC with how they have owned the West Coast Conference.
Lisa Fortier knows what she's doing. She's outstanding at recruiting, getting her teams ready to play. She's one of those people you watch and you go, I could play for her.
Yep. They went to the Elite Eight in 2011, played Stanford. Courtney Vandersloot's last game as Ejim misses inside and Cameron Brink might have got hit in the face.
First personal number 22, Brenna Maxwell.
I'll go on Maxwell for first. Gonzaga's won 16 of the last 18 WCC titles in the regular season. Brink going right to work.
Just so much stronger and decisive in the finish. No wasted motion.
Very economical with her moves there. She's got a double-double with 12 and 11. And it's her 18th career double-double.
You know, and fire as strong as Ben, Ejim has struggled in this game. She can't get attempts. She's just getting smothered inside and out.
Hasn't made a shot from the field. 0 for 4. Strong. Not much she could do there. That's a shot clock violation.
That's what happens when you sit in the locker room and your Hall of Fame coach says, she's got 20 points. What are we going to do about it?
I think they took the message to heart, Mary.
So far.
Brink inside to Haley Jones, spinning and reversing it in.
There's just so many adjectives you can use to describe Haley Jones, but I don't know if anyone's better with that reverse inside in the paint and traffic than she is.
Just a couple of future WNBA players linking up there. Largest lead of the game for the Cardinal. Trong stuck on 20 still.
Talk about all the minutes. You just wonder if the wear and tear of this ball game just taking a little bit out of her legs.
Again, if you're just joining us, only 7 available players for Gonzaga as they're in a zone. And Hannah jump busts the zone.
There literally are players that can roll out of bed, put a ball in their hands, and wherever they are in the house, make a three. And Hannah Jump is one of them.
The lead up to 18. The fans are really feeling it right now here in Maples Pavilion. Maxwell, pull up
That's
in the
tough.
lane. Rattles.
That's a pro move.
It is. Maxwell with 12. Haley Jones turning over her left shoulder and just floating it home.
But why does she have space? Because there's so many three-point shooters. You cannot bring a double down or a triple down to Haley Jones in the paint. It just gives Haley all this room to go have some fun.
10 for Jones now. A senior from Santa Cruz. Bounce pass inside to Burton. Nice layup. Good find by Michaela Williams.
Every good thing Burton does is just going to help her down the road.
Getting her first start. Brooke Dimitri was hot in the first half, and it continues in the second.
Again, she made 8 all of last season. She's got 4 here this afternoon. She can shoot the ball.
12 points for Brooke Dimitri, her career high 14. It came against South Florida in a game in which she also hit a good number of threes.
Over Dimitri, over Cameron Brink. I mean, you're just throwing everybody at Trong, and she still finds a way.
And that's a new career high for Kaylin Trong.
Haley Jones in the paint. Nice pass from Brink. And she just has eyes all over the place because her head is constantly on the swivel. She knows where she needs to go. And just an exceptional passer and scorer.
The last 10 shots put up in this game have been made, so the shot making has returned after a slow start. Make it 11 straight and 8 in a row for the Cardinals.
And all I can say is I'm not surprised. She is a high-level scorer and shooter.
As a career-high 15 points for Brooke Dimitri. And a career-high 5 made threes. Maxwell with the answer for the Zags.
She has great feet, doesn't she? She just dances into those.
Great footwork from number 22 in blue. Good feed to Iriafen. Fumbles the pass a bit. Esther Little with the deflection.
Plenty of time.
12 to shoot. Iriafen operating high post. Driving on Ejim, missing. And we have a whistle and a foul on the Cardinal. It'll go on Haley Jones. First on Haley. 5th team foul means freebies for the Bulldogs. What's your message if you're Lisa Fortier? You got 7 players. Feel Stanford pulling away a little bit. What are you going to tell your team?
Just keep doing what you're doing. I mean, this is a potential national championship team, and they're out here, and they've let it go a little bit, but it has taken an exceptional offensive effort from Stanford and a more determined defensive effort to get this thing, you know, blown up a little bit, but can't do anything except be impressed with the job that Gonzaga has done.
Shot clock off for the Cardinals.
And their leading scorer has 2 points. They've shut her down.
Haley Jones runs into a double, finds Dimitri, and misses that one to end the third. But a heck of a game thus far for Brooke Dimitri. 5 for 7 from downtown. Her 15 points, the difference in this 15-point lead for the Cardinals. We'll take the break, come back for the 4th here on Pac-12 Networks. Shot looking good for Brooke.
Okay, so here's the problem. 52% of Americans aren't invested in the stock market, and 57% can't cover a $500 emergency expense. Here's how Acorns can help. Every time you make a purchase, Acorns will round up your purchase to the nearest dollar and invest your spare change for you. Every burger, every tank of gas, every cup of coffee becomes an investment in your future.
Well, I've been fortunate enough to be alive throughout the entire, history of Title IX. It's great to see that we're finally making some changes way too late. It was embarrassing, quite frankly, that last year we had the issues with disparity between the men's and women's basketball tournaments. And, it shouldn't happen in this day and age. I'm glad, I'm really proud that one of my players, put themselves out there and said, hey, this isn't right. I'm proud of Sedona for doing that, and all her teammates, quite frankly, for being that voice. The future is very, very bright. We still have a long way to go, but Title IX, in my lifetime, I think is one of the single most important pieces of legislation that we've had. And so, gosh, I just hope we continue to, to realize what that was meant to be.
In my world, numbers are everything, but my most important stat, my sleep quality. The new Climate 360 Smart Bed actively cools, warms, then effortlessly responds to me. Smart sleepers get 28 minutes more restful sleep a night. Game-changing sleep, only from Sleep Number.
I'd love to have one of my own someday.
Thanks.
Oh, I was talking about your USAA bumper sticker. My dad served. Passed the membership down to me. I'll pass it to her.
That's a lucky kid.
USAA, it's for the military community.
A 15-point lead for the Cardinal heading into the fourth quarter, in large thanks to the 15 points from Brooke Dimitri, who's looking like Mary Murphy at her local YMCA.
Oh, come on. Brooke's mom played volleyball at Gonzaga. Her dad played baseball. Well, right now she's a one-woman wrecking crew. A little pick and pop, 6'3", from Foothill Ranch, California. Haley Jones says, I know heat when I see it. Let's get it to Brooke on that left side. Comes off the double on the baseline. The bench is already like, let's start the celebration now. That's right, 15 points in 14 minutes. That's what you call high efficiency.
She came into this game 30% from downtown. I think that's going to go north. Hands it off to Haley Jones as we start the fourth quarter. LaPolo, nice drive. Got
great rotation.
Underneath. Yeah, good rotation defensively.
So fundamentally sound, this Gonzaga team. And you can bring people who haven't played a whole lot and they're executing like that. That just says a lot about this coaching staff and how hard this team works. Strong just 2 points in the second half.
20 in the first, 1 of 5 from the field thus far in the second half. Brenna Maxwell keeping them somewhat in the game with 17 points. Strong at 3, too strong. Esther Little, the offensive rebound. Tried to get it to Muma, but it's stolen by Haley Jones. Out ahead, LaPolo. Backdoor. Brooke Dimitri, what a feed by Haley.
Of course, you're leaning forward because of the three-point shooting. Go higher, take her low, backdoor. Haley Jones, no one delivers the backdoor pass better.
Lead is 17, Muma too strong, and LaPolo the rebound.
She's got numbers.
And a jump is a good option to select.
Lisa Fortier cannot call timeout fast enough. You cannot allow Stanford to get out and run like this because they run to the three-point spots. Then you got trails like Cameron Brink, and it's just like the tidal wave hits you.
20-point lead for the Cardinal. Hannah Jump, her third 3 of the game. Pac-12 women's basketball is brought to you by Clean Simple Eats, elevating life through food and fitness. And by Jockey, the official apparel and comfort brand of the Pac-12 Conference. Look for Jockey's Made in America collection at jockey.com. And by Sprouts Farmers Market, the official grocer of the Pac-12. Stanford up 20 on Gonzaga. Kevin Dan and Mary Murphy with you. And Mary, the Cardinal have been hot pretty much all game long.
Just on fire, to say the least. Shooting the ball, look at this, 57% from the floor, 61% from three-point. That is just otherworldly.
You do that every game and you'll win a national championship. We resume action. Kaylin Trong with it. Agent, see if she can get going a little bit. Kayla Williams on a step back long 2. And Brink gobbles up her 13th rebound.
Yeah, she's definitely been greedy on the boards.
That's what you like to see if you're Tara Vanderveer. Dimitri off 1 foot, nearly banked it in.
Ejim just keeps working hard. She just has not gotten the touches, just 0 for 4 from the floor, but she can't even get a look. They're smothering her everywhere she goes.
She's got it right now. It's the screen, does Maxwell. Good pick set by Burton. The shot is short. And Haley in transition. Bouncing it out. What a find to Hannah Jump.
Tara Vanderveer must sleep well at night. I mean, 8 different people have knocked down threes. Got the best three-point shooter in the country in Hannah.
19 assists on 25 made buckets. You pointed that out at the break, Mary. That is a fantastic number. Now they have assisted on 76% of their made shots.
They're just unselfish. If someone's open and no one does it better than Haley Jones, watch her eyes. Scan. She knows exactly where she's going and makes great decisions every single time, and nothing's better than having fun when you're playing basketball.
Next level move there from Haley Jones. Good finish inside. Good to see Yvonne Ejim get her first bucket.
She doesn't quit working. Think about all the different people she's had to guard today and all the different things they do.
Yeah. You won't see this pretty much anywhere else. And Gonzaga's played some really good teams. Nice drive by Navarre, just missed it. But those teams, even Louisville or Tennessee, have the depth that Stanford do. In transition, that's missed.
Great hustle by Haley Jones to get back and throw that rebound.
Haley Jones, 10 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists. Brink inside, ripped away. Burton. Posting up. Goes to work inside, draws the foul on Hannah Jump, who will pick up her 4th.
This Gonzaga team reminds me a little bit when you're at the playground and you're losing, but you're just like, you know what, let's go. Yeah. We're going down fighting, and you know you're going to get rotated off the court, but you just get after it as Cameron Brink and Hannah Jump come off. By their body language, you wouldn't know if they were up 20 or down 20. And that says a lot about a coaching staff and a team and a culture.
This is a team that's picked to win a very solid WCC. BYU having a bit of a down year to start, but figure they'll get things corrected. Portland, a very solid team.
Michael Meek does a great job.
Sure does. Portland picked to finish 2nd this year. They went to the WNIT last year. Well, free throws good. And Gonzaga will get more bodies available as the season goes on, and that will certainly help. Jones turnaround, perfect.
Just so strong.
The lead back to 21 for the Cardinals. Peyton Muma. They give her space, and she puts it in. Nicely done by Peyton Muma.
The message when they watch video, we don't hesitate. You're open, take it.
Part of the bench mob last year. Had some great bench celebrations with Callie Stokes when they were both redshirting.
Really miss Callie Stokes. She really is a solid contributor for them.
No her, no Kaylee Trong, no Mott Hivens. Great cut by Navarre, but just missed the reverse. Also without Eliza Hollingsworth, who's a double-figure scorer for them.
They're missing about 30 points and 20 rebounds.
And that doesn't even take into account Bree Sallenbein, who's missed all of this season with an ACL injury, and is the highest-rated recruit in program history. 7 to shoot. Esther Little with it. Lofted inside Navarre. Bats it away. Haley hits the deck. That's a shot clock violation.
It's Gonzaga team that went to Wyoming and won by 2, and that might be one of the toughest places to play in the country with elevation. Their fans beat Louisville in overtime, lost to Marquette, the eventual winner of that tournament, and then beat Tennessee by 1. This is a team that has really, in the month of November, done great things.
Yeah. Yvonne Ejim had the game-winning bucket against Tennessee. Fran Belibi in, just missing the follow. Scored with 12 seconds to go to give them 3rd place in the battle for Atlantis, which of course was won by UCLA. And Gonzaga's lost to Marquette. They only lost by 4. They were in that the entire way. Despite being shorthanded, Maxwell too strong on the 3. Ejim on the follow, and Yvonne Ejim starting to get it going a little bit here late.
Just says a lot if you go 0 for 4 for most of the game, and then your unrelenting work ethic starts reaping results. She's got 8.
Lead down to 17. Tara takes a 30. We'll keep it here. Let's take a look at Cameron Brink, our jockey difference maker today.
And we'll probably say that a lot this year because she just changes the game in so many ways. How do you defend her? Do you bring a little? Do you bring a big? Puts it on the floor, knocks down threes, all the length to make this kind of decision and make it go down. Block shots, rebound, can be electrifying now off the dribble, has taken her game again to the next level in her journey to be great. She's well on her way.
12 points, 13 rebounds for Cameron Brink, who's back out there for the Cardinal.
What I like about what Tara's doing is you foul, you're coming out. You don't foul, you're going to be on the floor.
And today, Cameron Brink, just 1 foul. Back door. That's there again for Navarre. This time using the head fake, missing with the left. Brink fouled on the follow.
Playing extended minutes, it's got to be a little challenging for Brink because she has spent so much time sitting with foul trouble that just getting her win to continue to push through over the course of a game is a good experience as well.
She is at 29 minutes. What you would like to see if you're a Stanford fan, more time on the floor for Cameron Brink, but the foul trouble has kept her off the floor for more than 18 minutes per game, which is what she's averaging through her first 10.
We talked about it in the open. After this game, they will have 2 weeks without a game, and practice will be here and there as it's reading week as they prepare for finals and the final papers. But boy, when it gears up, they're going to play 3 games in 5 days. Tennessee, a really good Creighton team, and then Cal on December 23rd.
Conference opener before Christmas for the Cardinals this year. Lead is 19, and a foul is called on Agnes Eminopu. That's the last foul to give for the Cardinals. So Gonzaga will be shooting free throws after this. 4th personal on Agnes. Native of Australia. Williams. Luma with 8 to shoot. Driving on Dimitri, off 1 foot, too strong. Elena Bozgana back in there. Good ball movement. Dimitri's open. A little short. Tried to pass it inside first, and Brink there with the rebound.
Trying to get them organized. Wide open.
Elena for 3. In and out. Another offensive rebound for Cameron Brink. 16 boards for Brink, but misses inside there.
And one of the things that Gonzaga's done a great job, just 10 turnovers in this game with this lineup that has never played that much together, and folks coming off the bench, they've taken care of the ball. They haven't fouled a lot, just 12 free throw opportunities for Stanford. So all the little things you do to keep yourself in ball games.
Maxwell got fouled. And that was a good decision. She knew Bozgana was kind of riding her right side a little bit. And so that's probably the last we've seen of the 2 All-Americans today, Cameron Brink and Haley Jones. And they both had a really good game.
You know, Haley Jones, you look at the numbers and it's just consistent. Like, she scores, she rebounds, she spreads the ball around.
Haley Jones will finish this game with 12 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds, and Cameron Brink, 14 points, 16 rebounds.
Timeout called by Gonzaga.
Gonzaga will take a timeout. Another 30, that's their final timeout.
The Zags have been on the road for a long time. I'm sure it's going to be a happy time today when that plane lands in Spokane, and Coach Fortier can be reunited with her kids. They went down to Natchitoches to play Stephen F. Austin.
71-59 win over the Lady Jacks in Texas on Thursday. Made that trip partly because, well, the Trong twins are from Houston, which is a couple of hours away. Other players on the team have family in that area. And she was saying yesterday, a good chance at this time of the year to kind of recalibrate a little bit and spend some extra time with family. That's why, one reason why they were there until yesterday, even though the game was on Thursday.
They will play again. Today's Sunday. They will play on Tuesday. Their first conference game will be the 17th, and what a rivalry it is against BYU. Whew.
Should be a fun one there. BYU off to a 3-5 start, but
and one of the great rebounders in the game, in Lauren Gustin. She is just an incredible rebounder. She's about 6 foot, maybe. You talk about knowing angles and understanding how to go get the ball. She is a dominant performer.
So we resume action. Janiyah Harriel back out there. Hit a 3 in the first half. Gonzaga off the crossover. Strong take, just misses.
Well, she gives you another dimension, doesn't she? Being the lefty with that quick step.
And we were talking about it beforehand, Mary. She just goes out there and plays. Not afraid to make mistakes. She'll do her thing.
To me, the moral of this story in this game is Brooke Dimitri. You know, you put in the time. You're a freshman. You don't see a lot of the court. You work hard in the off season, and when your opportunity presented itself in this ball game, you seize upon it and just really demonstrates to everybody you put the work in, you're going to get your shot.
Gonzaga a little strong. Betts with the putback for Stanford. Lauren Betts with 6 points now.
Incredible balance scoring up and down the lineup for Stanford.
And Betts with the block. Coming up on the final minute.
1 minute remaining.
Move the ball around a little bit. No need to be in a hurry, up 19. Four to shoot. Brooke will fire another one. That's strong. Lauren Betts short on the putback, and there's Bogana. Elena Bogana with her first bucket of the game. Put a nice capper on this one for Stanford. Everyone who has entered besides Fran Belidi has scored for the Cardinals. Michaela Williams is in a nice 18-footer. That'll probably do it for this one. The shot clock is off. Stanford does not need to shoot.
One of the great non-conference rivalries for Stanford, Gonzaga.
Betts up and in. Eight for Lauren Betts.
Time to study, Stanford.
Yep. Finals break, and then Tennessee on December 18th. That's 2 weeks from now as the Cardinal improves to 10-1 with an 84-63 victory over now 7-2 Gonzaga. Good all-around game for the Cardinal. 54% from downtown, 48% from the field overall, and you mentioned it, Mary. Balanced scoring.
Just up and down the lineup. The bench was absolutely outstanding for Stanford. Scoring, defending, points in the paint for Stanford. They did an incredible job. 15 of 28 from three-point. Everybody that hit the floor had a major impact.
Brooke Dimitri with 17 points to lead the way. A double-double for Cameron Brink. 14 points, 16 rebounds. And Haley Jones with 12 points and 6 assists. Also, Hannah Jump with 14 points. She was 4 of 6 from downtown. Also should give some kudos to Gonzaga. They made this a game for a while despite having just 7 players.
Exactly right. You lose by 21 and you're missing 30 points and 20 rebounds. It was a gallant effort by the Zags, and they will have better days when they get healthy.
22 points for Kaylin Trong, a new career high. 20 of those coming in the first half. And they also got 19 points from Brenna Maxwell. Well, that will do it. Our final score is Stanford 84, Gonzaga 63. Coming up next, Pac-12 men's basketball as Cal takes on Arizona. For Mary Murphy and our entire Pac-12 Network crew led by Tim Sullivan, I'm Kevin Dana saying good afternoon from Palo Alto.